Okay, so we're pedaling along, the cadence is nice and steady. As the foot comes just past the midnight point, we've already dipped at the hips there, elbows out. We extend the leg and bring the torso up, initially coming underneath the bar to get the lift, and when the bike is up in its neutral balance point, we're keeping it up with stretched arms in the fingertip. The bike may want to tip to one side as the pedal gets to the bottom of its stroke. We have to counterbalance that with our hips and with our arms. When we stand and sprint and wheelie, the power wheelie, we're making this shape of the bike. As the leg forces the bike to kick one side, we counteract it and drive through on the stroke that way. But initially, get the timing down, get the snap, pivot from the hips, keep the head up, looking up the trail, and extend. And we want to catch him there. Okay, so we can play with that neutral balance point, and we can feel from here, if I squeeze the power, it just wants to tip the bike over the back there. If I pull the brake, it's going to want to bring me back down as I work against the pedal power, or the other thing to bring me back down is if I push the elbows out, the chest will come close to the stem, and that'll bring me back down to terra firma as well. Ignore the front brake. There may be a tendency to grab that if you do come down, and if you're a little bit skew whiff, you could be grabbing a front brake with your wheel at an angle. Excellent. Once we've got that timing down, we really want to get a good, hard, solid delivery of power, a good snap. Too big a gears, too laboured, too small a gear, we spin through that point too quick. So you'll find the right gear according to the terrain, whether you're pointing up the way, slightly down, on the flat. Always covering that back brake as it's up in the neutral point, catching it on the back brake, and then balancing brake tension. If you're not familiar with that, if that's a bit new to you, you're afraid of looping out, then the thing to do is come along as we did in the next clip, just holding the back brake, squeeze the lever. As the wheel starts to pick up, just bring the back brake in. You might be a bit too aggressive to start with, as I was there in the demo, but you'll get used to that. We're almost balancing brake tension versus pedal tension while we're doing this. If you're just spinning really fast, accelerating hard, and the front wheel's not coming up the way, what you've not done is you've not been dynamic and forceful enough with applying the power to kick the front end up. So those wheelies are a write-off. Unless you're getting up into that neutral balance point, you're not going to hold the wheelie. But let's be realistic about this. What we need in a trail situation is high enough that we can get up onto something. The next thing that's going to collide is going to be the chainring, so we're talking sort of yay high. And you need to be able to wheelie far enough to get over something. So if there's a hole in the ground and you're going to stuff your front wheel into it, so you might not need to wheelie that far. But it is good fun being able to put it on the back wheel and keep wheeling around the way.